Check this out.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a play fake here on first down. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. And Josh Hill has it. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. But it looked like a Packer. Yeah, a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater connects with Sanu right side. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
2nd down, Bridgewater. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Hill, 30 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Down, Rodgers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 20 that time. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. On second down, here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there, taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And it's caught in the end zone. So it goes for 2 points on the fake and gives them a lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And it's a short kick, taken right around the 19. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll come out in the pistol. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Muscles him off. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On third down, Johnson. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
Partner, when you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up for an offense because no longer are you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. He's got Sanu. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A minute 59 to go in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll run it here with Smith. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully. Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
319!
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Jamarcus Lawrence able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in what we saw to be a very competitive first half. 8-7, just a one-point game at intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They come out here in the eye. Now a carry for the fullback. This is Tommy Bahama. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
On the carry, here's Smith. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. It's grabbed over the middle by White. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Miles White, 30 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Travis Coons now to add the extra point. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7. And there's a flag on the play. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. One of the most frustrating things for a special teams coach, the ball did not go 10 yards there on the onside kick. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come out in the pistol. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Final minute now of the third quarter. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And Hill with it over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. They come up in an offset eye. They'll run it with Johnson. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they held him out on 2nd down, and now here's 3rd and goal. Play clock winding down, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Packers move back within a couple of the lead. So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for 2. Bridgewater will try and throw. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And the offense can string something together, but they'll need to do it quickly here to try to get points on the board and win this game. Throwing now is Rodgers. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jolon Dunbar coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On play action, Rodgers. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Now it's Rodgers. And he comes back with 1 complete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Now the Packers get set to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down in bounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Bridgewater. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Bridgewater. And Aiken with it over the middle. All alone, Kamar Aiken. Touchdown, Packers. Kamar Aiken, 60 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover. Wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Back to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off. Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Bridgewater. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
319.
Back to throw. Now look out. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. And it's picked up by the Steelers. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Not the first down play they wanted by any stretch of the imagination. An absolutely huge loss on the sack. And, you know, winning is good for all the obvious reasons. But if for nothing else, it makes tomorrow's film session a little more palatable, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. Sometimes it helps you in the grading because the coaches will look at it, and if it's a borderline play for you, if you won the game, you might get a plus in your column instead of a minus.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.